Hey guys, I actually need to tell you that if you're not subscribed to my newsletters, they come out every Friday and they're called Friday Finds. This is information that only my subscribers get in their inbox. I share new food finds I don't share on Instagram, food news, food trends, and products that aren't even on the market yet. But I've got the scoop. I also share special discounts and other recipes throughout the week. Again, only to my newsletter subscribers. This is not published anywhere else and cannot be found on my blog. I do not and never have shared any of your information. This is just another way to stay connected. So be sure you're in the know and subscribe to my weekly newsletters by going to littlesipper.com/subscribe and enter your email. That's it. So pause this episode and go to LILSIPPER.com/subscribe. Over 16,000 research studies on sodium lauryl sulfate have shown links to irritation of the skin and eyes, organ toxicity, developmental reproductive toxicity, neurotoxicity, endocrine disruption, and biochemical or cellular changes. This is one of the most common ingredients in laundry detergent. That is just one of many toxic ingredients found in almost all laundry detergents and cleaning soaps. What we wash our clothes and sheets with is just as important as what we put on our bodies and in it. And it plays a major factor in our internal and external health. It can affect our digestive system, hormones, immune system, and thinking, as well as skin issues. That's why switching to a truly non-toxic laundry detergent is so important. If you haven't heard of Truly Free Home, then listen up. Truly Free Home's non-toxic and eco-friendly laundry detergent is free from all thickeners, dyes, optical brighteners, synthetic fragrances, and other harmful chemicals. It's available in plant-based essential oil scents or entirely unscented. And every first order arrives with a Forever Jug that is BPA-free, and all future orders are refills, making less waste. Plus, you get free shipping. Truly Free Home is offering my listeners 300 free laundry loads, and no subscription is required. Just click on the link in the show notes and get 300 free laundry loads, and it will be automatically applied. We use cotton balls and swabs on so many intimate places on our bodies, including our eyes for removing makeup, nose, ears, open wounds, pubic and reproductive areas, and even inside our mouths to stop gums from bleeding. We even use it frequently on newborn babies for various applications. So, do you ever think of what non-organic cotton balls and swabs went through to get to the store and into your medicine cabinet? Well, today I'm going to break down the differences between organic and non-organic cotton, and if you really think there's a difference. You are listening to the Digest This podcast, and I'm your host, Bethany Cameron. And today, as mentioned, we are talking about organic versus non-organic cotton and the differences, and if there is a huge difference, and what you need to know to better your health and your family. All right, so the differences between organic cotton versus non-organic cotton are staggering, not just by the way it's produced, but also by the way it affects people and their health and well-being. If you've ever been interested in living the healthiest lifestyle possible, this episode is for you. And if you've ever wanted to raise your awareness about the way you consume and buy, this episode is for you. And if you care at all about the safety of the planet, this episode is for you. Creating a better home is simple. You just have to know, care, and act. So let's start with the basics. Firstly, it all starts with the seed. Organic cotton seeds are untreated and non-genetically modified, whereas non-organic cotton seeds are typically treated with fungicides or insecticides and are always genetically modified. This is so the crops yield more cotton and are immune to diseases. However, this creates a huge dependency on chemicals and sprays. Second, non-organic cotton productions always apply synthetic fertilizers and rarely rotate the soil. This results in a huge loss of natural soil and requires having very intensive irrigation systems. So, what about organic cotton? Well, non-toxic chemicals are used in the growing of organic cotton. It doesn't damage the soil, it has less impact on the air, and uses 71% less water and 62% less energy than non-organic cotton needs to be produced. Indeed, organic cotton creates strong soil thanks to crop rotation, and it retains water more efficiently. This is thanks to the organic substances in the soil. Less water is needed to produce organic cotton. Now, thirdly, let's talk about weed control. So in organic cotton productions, weeds are physically removed by cultivation and hand hoeing. So, as you may have guessed, non-organic cotton uses herbicides to inhibit weed germinations. And these herbicides are repeatedly used on a regular basis and become less and less efficient as time goes by. This creates a vicious cycle, creating more and more need for them. Now, I just spoke about weed control, but then there's pest control. Organic cotton farming keeps a healthy balance between pests and natural predators through healthy soil. And organic cotton farming uses beneficial insects, biological cultural practices to control pests. As for non-organic cotton farming, insecticides are heavily used. The pesticides used in non-organic cotton farming contain the 9 most common highly toxic chemicals. What's more, the aerial spraying of these chemicals can have potentially dangerous drifts on neighboring communities and other nearby crops. Now, number 5 is the harvesting. Now, moreover, organic cotton relies mostly on seasonal freeze for defoliation of the cotton. And as for non-organic cotton, defoliation is achieved with toxic chemicals. Here's some things you may also like to know. According to the World Health Organization, 20,000 individuals die of cancer and miscarriages each year in developing countries as a result of the chemicals sprayed on conventional cotton. What's more, farm workers around the world are suffering from serious health problems relating to an overexposure of hazardous pesticides, including asthma, neurological damage, and cancer. So it's not just the consumer that is affected, but also the people working these crops. And it's just so sad. So what can you do about it? Definitely, you can vote with your dollar. And if you're looking for 100% cotton, I'd double check if I were you. The average 100% cotton products actually contains only 73% cotton. The remaining 27% consists of chemicals, resins, and binders used in farming and manufacturing. Indeed, it takes roughly 1/3 of a pound of chemicals to grow enough cotton for just one t-shirt. And while you may not see the direct impacts of it, your non-organic cotton products are harming your health and the planet's health. If you want to take a step in the right direction, seek out 100% organic cotton products, but make sure you can trust the label. Of course, it's hard to always buy or even find 100% organic shirts and clothing, and often these options are much more expensive. Trust me, I get it. But I'm going to list a few brands and products out there that you can slowly integrate into your life. So keep on listening. But before I do, I want to talk about the 3 different kinds of organic cotton. First, there's 100% organic, which means all components are organically grown and certified, including the sewing threads and all processes used to manufacture the garment conform to the processing requirements stated in the standard. Second is just organic. That's at least 95% of the agricultural fibers are organically grown, and all processing adheres to the environmental processing requirements given to the document. Now, thirdly is made with organic. Now, this is at least 70% of the garment that have been organically grown. Anything less than 70% means maybe it has some organic fiber content, maybe not. All non-organic garment components may be processed and handled without regard to the standards. Now, what you see is typically what you get. Even when you look on your cotton ball bag and it says 100% cotton, cotton balls aren't always pure cotton picked off of an organically grown plant. The fibers are often processed with bleach and other chemicals. This processing results in the creation of dioxins. Now, according to the World Health Organization, dioxins that come naturally through the food chain can lead to reproduction and developmental problems. They may also disrupt hormones and damage immune function. Dioxins are particularly dangerous because they are chemically stable and can remain in the body for 7 to 11 years. Cotton is a dominant fiber in apparel and home textile use, which is why it's so important to consider the long-term effects of exposure. And according to the Organic Center, conventional cotton farming uses over 68 million pounds of pesticides and is the 3rd largest consumer of pesticides in the United States. Okay, so as mentioned, here are a few brands and products that are made with 100% organic cotton. So note, get a pen and paper and jot these things down. And again, the transition can be gradual. Don't think you have to throw everything out, but perhaps the next time you need something, try and swap it out for a 100% organic cotton version. Okay, so if you're looking for a new pillow or duvet cover, the houseofpillows.eu, they supply those products. So organic, 100% organic pillows and duvets, the houseofpillows.eu. Cotton balls, Sky Organics, 100% organic cotton balls. They can be found on Amazon. Again, that's Sky Organics. And then another brand, they're called Organic, spelled ORGANYC, ORGANYC. They also have organic cotton balls as well as Q-tips, and those can also be found on Amazon. Now, next is underwear, which touches our most sensitive areas. Here's a few brands and websites. So first one is oddobody.com, spelled ODDO, body.com. Next one is brookthere.com, BROOK there.com. And there's another one called Nickety.com, spelled KNICKEY.com. Next is WAMAunderwear.com, spelled WAMA underwear.com. And lastly is You Underwear. That's YOU underwear.com. 100% cotton t-shirts. So first one is called SOS from Texas.com. That's literally the website, SOS from Texas.com, and they are made in the USA. Another one is farmfreshclothingco.com, farmfreshclothingco.com. Next is casperorganics.com. So those are for organic t-shirts. Baby clothes. I'm going to name 3, but you can, of course, do your own research. So first one is O2 Baby Organic. Next is Goomy Kids, spelled GOUMI Kids. And the last one is Hannah Anderson, spelled Hanna, and then Anderson is with two S's, Andersson. Now, of course, you can do your own research and find 100% organic fill in the blank, right? And I encourage you to do so. But I think you get where I'm going with this. Heck, I do not own everything that is 100% organic cotton. So I don't want you to think that of me. Like I'm in this with you. We're in it together. But just by me doing this research for you guys and digging deep into the cotton industry, I find myself will be more aware and make the change along with you all. I hope this was helpful as we grow together. And please, if you found this episode helpful or think someone you know may enjoy it, please do share it with them. See you guys next time. Thanks for listening to this episode of Digest This. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review in your podcast app to let us know. If you're ever wondering how you can support me and this podcast, sharing it with your friends and family is the best way. This is a Resonant Media production produced by Drake Peterson and edited by Chris McCone. To email the show, message us at digestthispod@gmail.com. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team first.